Okay, in this video, what I want to show you next is how to set kind of like a global for your whole theme, like background, fonts, colors. You want to change this to your brand colors, things like that in PowerPoint. So let me show you how to do this. So you make sure you have your PowerPoint open. Obviously, it's saved. It's in a different save section that you did from the beginning. Again, we're going to start from our presentation or from the template that you have downloaded. And from this template, and if you don't have this template, go down into the description of this video and go ahead and go to our site and download this template so you can follow along or you can use it for yourself. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. So from these tabs up here, you're going to start from here. You have the home, insert, draw. We're going to click on this design tab. And as you can see from this design tab, what I'm going to do is I can start to like set this. And you can start to see from these themes right here. Now, these themes that you're looking at are themes that are Microsoft Office themes, all right? This theme that you're looking at right here, this is the theme that we have created, okay? But these other themes, these are Office themes on this side of it, and you can go, okay, maybe I like this one, or maybe I want that one. You can click that, and that's gonna apply it to all. So you can see it applies that theme to all of your slides. Right? But you're like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that theme. I'm gonna, oops, not file. I'm just gonna go back to the home tab, and I'm gonna hit the undo and go back to there. All right. So let's go back to our design and say we want to change this to our brand or our kinds of things. And you can always click down here and you can find more themes, more of the Microsoft Office themes if you want as well. Okay, but maybe you're like, no, I want to change this to my own kind of theme. So what you could do here is just do that little drop down arrow right there. And here we're going to be able to start to see the different colors that are in here from Office itself. Okay, and that's going to change the palette. Okay, the palette of your background and also your text. So you see these as I move through this, it starts to change that. I'm like, okay, maybe I want this blue or this blue. Common one is like the blue and the blue, or the blue kind of green there. Green colors and blue colors work good together. They give a different kind of a feeling and things like that. So maybe I want blue, maybe I want blue green, or no, maybe I want this orange red or orange from here, yellow orange, or these other ones. And all I have to do is pick from here. Okay, so remember. There's this master theme that we've already created in here. These are the different Office themes that you could choose from as well. Like, no, maybe I want this yellow, or maybe I want this yellow orange right here. If you click it, it's going to change you can see over here, it changes all of your slides from a global setting. Okay, so that's the color palette change, right? So maybe I'm like, okay, maybe I like this. I want to keep it from there. That's it. Or if you're like, look, I have my own brand colors. I have my own brand colors I want to use. I'm going to come down here where it says customize colors, and I'm going to choose from here the different kind of colors that I want to choose. Okay, so let's take this back to its original. All right, let's just go back here. Let's undo it. Let's take it back to the original. Let's go back to the design tab here. Let's click under this variants right here. This down one. Let's go to colors, and let's go down here to customize. And as you can see, this is the palette that's in there right now. If I want to change this, like the text background, so it's going to give me a sample here of the dark version and of a light version of this. If I want text background 1 dark, I want it to be like this color dark right here. So I choose that as this one, or no, maybe I want it to be purple. Like purple is my dark color. I want that to be the text background color. Okay, so you can start to kind of see it's kind of changing a little bit there, but now maybe I want it to be that orange again. So you see how that changes that text from there. So I can change this to whatever I want. Let's change it to purple. Text background color 1 light. I'm gonna do like blue. So you can see how these are changing from here. And then I go text background color. I'm gonna change this to something else. You can pick from here again, or any of these options here. You can go down here to more colors and see you're on standard right now, and I can choose different standard colors, or I can go to customize here and I can put my brand colors in here. I can use the RGB code, or I can use the hex code to put the color in here. I just type it in here. Let's type in FF8926. That's a color of ours. And we're going to go ahead and just go to OK, and that gives it the orange. So you see, it's an orange background now on the dark side. And again, I do it with my text background light color 2. I might go, no, I'm going to have this like a dark blue. So you see that? Dark blue. I know it's going to be hideous, but just follow along with me for a second. Now, These other accents, these are the big ones that maybe you might really want to change. Maybe you want to keep all the other ones how they were. All right. So I'm just going to hit this reset, and I'm just going to I'm going to reset it back to its original master one. Okay. So maybe I want that to be black, white, black, and then light gray. Okay. That's what I want to keep. I like those colors on the slides, but I want to change my accent colors to my theme colors. So let's go here. Let's say my theme color, I know it says recent colors I picked, but let's change it. Let's say my theme color is a green, and you type in your hex color here that you know. All right, but I'm just going to pick one over here because I don't know the green colors right off the top of my head, but maybe it's going to be this. This is going to be my green. That's the green that I have. All I have to do is hit OK, and you can see, look, it's already starting to change that very first accent. Maybe my next accent is a little bit more of a lighter green. Maybe I'm more kind of like right here as my second one. So you can see it's a little bit lighter now. Okay, now maybe I'm like my accent 3. That one I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, that one's going to be more on my purple. That's the color that we use, and I changed this. But remember, you put your hex colors in here. This is your brand colors. Okay, put that in here, hit OK, and then you just keep going down to all the different ones. It says accent 6. I'm going to leave accent 6 alone. I think you get the idea of how to change it. Hyperlink colors, you could put those. Followed hyperlink colors from there. Then down here, just name it something. Custom one. Your brand name. Your brand name. Pellet. Okay, and then just hit the save. Okay, I'm not going to save it on mine. Actually, here I'll save it. You save it. See, now it's changed. See, it's changed all of the different colors within each slide. As I go through this here, it changes all of my colors for me from that side of it. Again, if you want to change that black because you're like, look, I want the black to be something different. Remember, just go up in here, go to colors. Okay, or actually go to font. You go to fonts here, but go to colors, right? Custom colors, and that's where you can change it. Maybe I want that first text. Maybe I want that to be, I don't know. Let's choose a dark blue. Okay, and then hit save. See, it's going to change all of it throughout all my slides. You can see them from your slide view over here, or you can start to scroll through here. You see, oh, wow, okay, it changed all that. Changed all my colors. Again, if you want to change the palette, you just remember go at the colors and you change your template. Now up here you can see it's here already. You can see that that custom one is in there, and that your brand name palette is in there too. So you can always pick it from that point. Okay. Now let's get into how to customize the fonts. How to get like, okay, I don't like the fonts that you all have in this, right? I want this to be a different font. Again, we go to here. We can choose different fonts that we want. It'll change the fonts for us. Okay, it gives you those Corbel and Corbel. Okay, that's headlines and then body copy, right? Or if you're like, look, we have our own custom fonts. You click on the custom font here, and down here where it says heading font, you choose what your header fonts are if you know it. Okay, so say you want Old English. Right, we're going to do something really drastic here so you can see it. You want Old English, but you want the body copy to stay the same. Open Sans. All right. Again, you change it to your brand fonts. Your brand fonts right here. That's what it is. Okay. We can change it to that and that. Hit save, and again, it's going to change all the headings. It kept the paragraphs different. But if you want to change those, you're like, no, I want my paragraphs to be different too. You just go up to your custom one, right? Sorry. From here, you go in here, you go to your custom fonts. Again, you go to your custom fonts, and we said, okay, that was not the brand I want to have. I want it to be Old English, and I want them to be something else. I want them to be OCRB, right? Again, rename it to whatever you want your custom thing, and hit save, and then it changes all of that, and it changes it through all of the slides, as you can see. Now, you can't read that, but if that's the font you want, that's the font you want, okay? So it changes it throughout all of your slides from that side, right? Again, you can do that with your fonts. You can do that with effects, like what kind of effect do you want? You could do this, again, with background styles, okay? So if I want to change the background to be blue, right, something like this, that's what I want my backgrounds to be. That's going to be what they're going to be, and I apply it to all of it. It's a global setting for the whole thing. But if you have a background setting that you have, that you know that you have, then you can go to Format Background. Here it's going to open up this little window on the side if you're on Microsoft 365. And then from here you can start to choose what kind of a background you want. You want it to be gradient? you want it to be solid? Picture text, where you want that to be on that side of it. So if like, oh, I want this to be solid, but I don't want that. I want it to be this here gray color, or maybe you want it to be white. Pick it to be white. That's too much from there. Maybe we want it to be a light blue. Okay, that's from that side. Light blue. Again, you can put patterns in here if you want it to be patterned with that light blue. And then again, we can hide the background graphics globally, which is these graphics right here. Okay. Pattern, but maybe I want this solid color right here, apply to all. Okay, boom, it applies it to everything. You can see it right here, how it applied it to all of your slides. And as you scroll through, you can see that it applied it to all of your slides. If you're like, okay, that was great, you applied it, fantastic, you're ready to go, you're set, you're ready to start to mess with the text, and you're starting to put in your message and everything else that you want to add to your PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so that's how to globally set all of your colors, your fonts, your effects, and your background styles from that side. So in the next video, we're going to cover some of the other things as far as like how to customize this a little bit more for your needs, your brands, your look, your feel.